We've got DNA tests being carried out at the moment. Now, I confess, I must admit, we've seen so many Madeleine stories and so many false alarms and so many false leads, various children being cited, DNA tests being done here, there and everywhere. But this could really be significant if it is Madeleine's story.
Yeah, let's look at the Daily Express as well, because they've really made this story their own, haven't they, recently? Perhaps sometimes not enough story. New Diana.
New Diana for the Daily Express. And actually, for once, they actually have a story here, and it's a splash in the Sun, it's a splash in the Mail as well.
And the point being that this was carried or found during a review by British detectives. Some people might express some scepticism that it took this long to find this evidence.
It's interesting, isn't it? Could this be another one of these things where we all jump to the wrong conclusion because of incompetence by foreign police force, like the Bob Woolmer case in Jamaica, of course, when a foreign pathologist got the cause of death wrong. They said he'd been murdered, and of course he died of natural causes.
Should British detectives have taken more of a lead in this, do you think, right from the very beginning?
It's difficult to know how it can. Obviously, you know, it took place in Portugal, and it's absolutely right the Portuguese police had the primacy of the investigation. But there's no doubt that Portugal is a smaller country with less crime than Britain and fewer cases like this. British detectives probably do have a bit more expertise than the Portuguese ones. Naturally, that doesn't mean they're, inevitably better people, better at their jobs, but they just have more experience, and so they should have been involved a bit earlier, I think. Yeah.
Let's move on to the Guardian now. The US arsenal lost in Iraq. If this is true, and there's a huge amount of arsenal, isn't it, which has gone AWOL.
The bad news just doesn't stop from that. The extraordinary self-inflicted wounds of the Americans, and less extent